Yo, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to another FIFA 22 video. Now, I do want to just apologize for not uploading for the last 4 days. As you can tell, I am pretty ill. But I do need to get this video out, so I have to go through some of the stuff that we're doing. Now, as of the, the title is basically preparing for Black Friday and what you should be doing to make coins. And then I've got some other investments that you can be doing for long term. So if you guys are involved in those or want to get involved in those, the Twitch subs have already got that information. They've already bought it and they're already up 5k on each card, which is really good investment from this morning. So we've basically made quite a bit of money already, but there's room for more because obviously so many people are just not on this method right now. So as you can see, okay, I've got 470k coins. Actually, before we get into that, let's see if we can hit 250 likes in the first 24 hours on this video, guys. And also, we are so close to the next milestone on the sub, so hit that sub button, guys. It's absolutely free. And if you do want to join the premium Discord, get yourself over to my Twitch, links in the description below. Hit that sub button and get yourself in there for the live trading tonight, guys. We made an absolute insane amount. I think it was roughly about 190k in 90 minutes last night. So yeah, it was really good. So preparation for Black Friday is basically everything from club stocking to fodder to position changes. That is what I'm going to take you through now, okay? So the club stock, people are going to be like, why do I club stock? The reason you club stock is because every single promo that they bring out, they do player picks. Now, if we go and have a look at the player picks that are out right now, okay, they're actually gold and they're defenders, okay? And now these are going for about 1,000 coins. Okay, as you can see there, I could absolutely sell, well, I've sold every single card that I picked up for 450 coins on for 1.3, 1.4 actually yesterday. Okay, so the reason we're going to go now is we're going to go to forwards. Okay, again, you want to be able to pick up as many as you can. It doesn't matter too much about the leagues, but if you can aim for the top 5 leagues first and then the top 9 nations, that is going to make your availability to sell these cards much more, because obviously if you've got a let's say a Brazilian, okay, a Brazilian can go into many leagues, where if you've got a guy like like this here, okay, Norway, you're kind of stuck with basically La Liga. You kind of just narrowed down some doors, shut some doors on that you're selling. Okay, so German here, there's a lot of Germans in the Prem. Okay, I don't think there's that many in the French, but you obviously have the German league and you have La Liga with some of those, okay? And then you have some backdoor sort of like low leagues that have Germans in that will link with these as well. So you're kind of opening more doors the way you go through. Now, obviously, you want a club stock from midfield onwards. I would avoid defenders for the minute, guys, because obviously they're so high. Okay, but you want to mass bid these or, snipe them, whatever you want to do. Go through positions, go through teams. It will take time. A good club stock will take hours, but you can make millions of coins through that method, guys, okay? Millions of coins through that method. And that's a nice little pickup, because I just picked that card up for 120k. I picked that one up for 123, and I've just flipped them on within a few minutes. So that's really good there. Okay, so that's kind of club stock. Now, obviously, gold rares, okay, we did see a lot of stuff come out with the gold rares for the last promo. Again, obviously, there's going to be a lot of lightning rounds, a lot of packs ripped open, okay? So this could be kind of a risky one. Go for the main leagues if you can, okay? And the main positions. Again, go for forwards and midfields. As you can see, they are pretty much up already on the defenders, so you want to stay away from those, okay? And you basically, again, go for top 5 leagues, top 9 nations. Again, once you've got all those leagues and nations done, venture off into the Turkish league or the MLS or something like that. It's not going to hurt, okay? So the next thing is fodder, guys, okay? Now, fodder is a great thing to pick up for freeze. If you remember last year, the freeze promo just required and reaped the fodder, and a lot of people went through their fodder pretty quick. So we're stocking up. We reckon there's probably going to be quite a bit of content coming out, with a lot of high cards being needed. So I'm picking up Luis's for, well, not that one. Okay, let's get away from that one. 17k. There's a few at like 16.75. Okay. Now, if you look over on Footbin, and we'll be going over to Footbin in the second half of this video. Okay. There you go, 16.25. These cards go up to about 24.25. Now, there's actually talks of a prime icon pack coming out. If that comes out, guys, I reckon you're going to see Luis's go up to 28, 29,000. Again, with Muller's, you're probably looking at 25, 26. And I have pages and pages of them. Now, I've gone from 85s upwards, guys. 85s, 86s, 87s. I've got a few 88s, and I've got a couple 90s, okay? I don't really go for 83s and 84s just because it's just... I don't see a huge reward coming back in them. Again, as you see here, okay, in my other section, I've got more cards, and I will have more again tomorrow, guys, during rewards. I just didn't want to, you know, go bombarding myself the entire week on fodder. So, kind of fodder that you go by. Now, the rule that I go by, again, is the main nations. Okay, there's no point having a fodder from, you know, an absolute jerk nation that you can only link into what, like, the league it's in, okay? So I've got a lot of French. A lot of French are obviously, like I said, with the club stock, will link to other cards. That means that fodder card's going to get used a lot more, which means the SBC solution trading will come in good for some of these cards. Di Maria, obviously, being Argentinian, okay, Portugal, French, German. As you can see, I've literally picked up all, you know, Italian is pretty much the most the leagues. Now, you can get a few cards that are cheap, okay, but they're like Swiss or, you know, made up whatever card. I can't think off the top of my head right now. But yeah, no, so you're just going to be stuck with that card. Okay, so that's kind of that. Also, with the new cards that are coming, because there will be some SBC cards for the freeze cards, okay, so the promo cards and stuff, you will need your position change. Now, a lot of people forget about this, okay? Now, let's say a really good card comes up for your right wing, okay? Now, a lot of people could convert that from a right wing to right forwards. Okay, now if we look at this here, okay, these are currently down at 200 coins. Now I don't want to tell you to go and buy loads of these cards at 200 coins. Okay, no, what you need to do is you need to bid on them. Okay, now don't go mental on these because it's not necessarily that they are going to go massively up in price, because we don't really know what, well, we know what cards coming out, we just don't know what positions. Okay, which means, you know, a position change could be massive for us. Okay, again, you know, you want to look at the right wing, right forwards, you want to look at the left wing, let's get there, left wing, left forward, which is completely the opposite to what we've just done. Okay, the same method applies again. Okay, you literally just want to buy them and send them to your club. Center mid to cam. Now these ones are up naturally, okay, but they will go flying up if we have like a forward that's kind of in a center mid position. Okay, a lot of people will want to bring that card up to striker if it's got some really good shooting stats. So this card here can go up to about 2.5 to 2.6k, and sometimes even more. And then obviously you want to follow that on again. You want to go to cam to centre forwards. Again, another huge one. Obviously, if that does come out, these here sit at about 300 coins. They may have even dropped more than that actually. No, 300. Okay, 350, 400 coins. Okay, is what they're going for. Now you obviously want to pick them up on bid. Now it doesn't allow you to do that there. So what you want to do is you want to go and just put them in on that section there. Now, if we go and pick some of these up for 350, obviously you want to try and avoid going for 350 because you could potentially make this a method to just make coins. And as you see, this person here has bidded the entire lot at 300 coins, okay? Because he knows that he can sell them off for 400 and make himself 75 coins per card. He's basically making thousands of coins a minute just through this method, okay? So it looks like we've caught him up here. I mean, are you finished yet? Right, okay, so we'll take over that. Nope, okay, he's not finished. Wow, what a jerk. What a scumbag. He's all the way here. Okay, regardless, you would want to be bidding on this, okay? So cam centre forwards and then centre forwards to striker. Again, it's going to be another huge transition from the midfield to the Premier. To the striker. So, let's now go and talk about some of the investments that you guys could potentially do with some of the leaks and some of the stuff that we do know that's been confirmed. So give me 2 seconds and we'll switch over to the PC. Right, okay, so now we're on the PC. We're going to talk about some of the investments that you guys can do. These are some semi-hold of like 2 weeks or a week. Okay, so if you are not kind of wanting to hold a card that long, I'd stay away from these. But you can kind of watch and see how they happen, and then when you feel a little bit more comfortable, you'll be able to jump on some of these. Okay, so Bundesliga Player of the Month, that has come into the voting system today, which means a lot of people are prepping for this card. Okay, now we don't know who's going to win it, but just kind of having a little idea of what's going on, a little thinking outside the box. There's 2 buy-in players in the vote, okay, and I reckon there's a strong chance that Davis will get it. Okay, now if Davis gets it, okay, we are going to bring in some links. Okay, obviously if the other buy-in gets it, these kind of links will fit as well. So, you know, a cameo for 50k, he's already up, okay, about 3,000 or 4,000 coins. He was about 46,000 earlier. Okay, so we are already making profit off this card because other people kind of got the same idea. Now, to slow people that kind of don't maybe want to hold cards this long, they'll get in on the investment a little bit later on, maybe just after the freeze weekend. Okay, or, you know, maybe they've been at work and they've been at school and they're not aware of the situation that's going on Twitter. So we're looking at picking this guy up because he links with the Davis card. Okay, and then obviously we got Inform Kimmich going in at the CDM. Again, position change could come in high with this one to the CDM to center mid, which will link some of those other cards. Okay, where we do have a risky one. Okay, and when I say risky, obviously he's still in packs at the moment, so this price here may vary. Now if we actually refresh, he's gone up. Okay, he's hovering around the 134 135 mark. Okay, and as we can see, he's actually going to be going up slightly, as we can see over the daily. I mean, he is going up, he is rising, so this card here potentially could just make you some money off the bat already. Okay, but obviously we're looking at strong links and we're looking at the better, more affordable cards that people will be doing with that card. So basically, you know, you pick up the Davis left back. You then want to try and play with him, obviously, because you've done him. You want to get the better cards that will fit into that formation or into that team. And the strong links are where they're going to look, okay? So cards like this, where Kimmich was, you know, about 60k, he's already risen. Okay, there's huge rise in this card. Now, he's risen quite a bit over the last week or so. Okay, this could be because of an earlier leak or some sort. But with it coming out today, I feel like there's more rise in this. We could potentially see this card go, you know, quite easily over 110,000 coins. But again, these are investments. They're not guaranteed to make you coins. It's just logical thinking and logical positions, okay? So, now, let's talk about the Player of the Month, Vincent, okay? So, Vincent Jr. is getting a Player of the Month. I believe it's been leaked or confirmed, one or the other. However, we have already invested in this yesterday, guys, okay? And when I say we, the subs on Twitch, the premium Discord, had all this information 24 hours ago. Now I'm showing it to you guys to make your coin as well, make your share of it. So Benzema coming in at 67,000 coins, again with the position change centre forward to striker would be good. Okay, also I don't know what position he will be coming in at, Vincent, but it could be a left wing. So a left wing to left forward, again, it would be a very good one that would then link up with these. Okay, so we're going to bring in this Benzema card. Now, a Benzema card for 67,000 coins on the PlayStation and a 90 rated inform. To be fair, isn't if this card doesn't go up because of that, with icon SBCs coming out, or you know other big promo cards coming out, this card here could be required anyway with a high 88 rated inform SBC. So this card will drive up in price anyway. So I feel reasonably comfortable going in on this card. Now, he's been at low of 48,000 coins again on the 29th. A lot of this has gone up. Now, obviously, people will be investing in this for the freeze promo, and they kind of know what drops, icon swaps, and prime icons all come out in December sort of time. So this card here is already a little bit invested. I believe this here could hit 80, 90,000 coins, okay? Obviously, then we go into the heroes, okay? We have 2 heroes for you. I just believe that this here is going to be one of the other strikers that you're going to want to use. Again, if you bring Vincent in, You're kind of going to bring in some new players potentially if you've got like a Premier League team and you don't really have anything that will link with him. So this card here, I've played with this card and it's absolutely brilliant, okay? And this used to sit at about 200,000 coins, quite a bit, for quite a while. And then it dropped because of the Hero SBCs. Okay, so I believe this card here, we've already seen risen. I mean, this morning, I'm pretty sure it was like 48,000 coins. Yeah, so, you know, we were able to pick it up for like, I think it was 47.5, I think I got mine for. Okay, and he's already 51.5. So again, with the idea that other people have got as well with us, this card here is good. Okay, then again, obviously you got the cam position. Heroes now for 29,000 coins. He's just above the sort of fodder price, which is fine. Okay, because I do believe that this card here does have room to go up a little bit because of this SBC. And again, I feel reasonably safe because he's at 29,000 coins. I can't really see this card dropping much more, if so any. Okay, so this card could be quite good. The only thing we have to worry about is maybe the Friday sell-off, where a lot of people will be selling off their clubs, selling off spare players, and you normally see on the start of a new promo a massive crash from 12 till 5. So again, I mean, just monitor these prices. You could potentially maybe wait until the Friday crash and then pick up some of these players, or you can pick them up now and then cash out tomorrow evening and then rebuy back. Okay, but then we go into the final one, and this one here is fantastic, guys. Already up 10,000 coins. I picked this card up yesterday along with the subs for 65,000 coins. Again, yesterday, there we go. So we're looking at around 67. I won him on bid, 66. Okay, we won him on bid, and you can just see now that he is going up and up and up, and he's actually at 75,000 coins. I believe he's actually been a little bit more than that. Okay, and you can see on the graph here, he's just continuously going up, and that is because of the strong link, Team and Nation to Vince. Again, here we go. We can see there's been some 74s, 75s, 76s. There's quite a few 76s recently, which makes me feel like this card is still continually going up as well. Okay, so that is definitely a card you want to get your hands on. Now, what's his price cap? He caps at 110. So it's not going to be like a massive profit card for anyone that gets in now. Okay, you may make 10, 15,000 a card. It just depends how many you got. I've got 2 of these, so I'm already up 22, 23,000 coins for both of those. And that's pretty much what we're looking at for the freeze promo. Okay, along with, you know, the player of the month. There's a lot of stuff now this year that you can make coins off that people weren't really thinking of in the previous years, and definitely I wasn't thinking about this in FIFA 20 and FIFA, you know, 19 and stuff like that. Like, I just didn't think this far ahead of what's going on, and it's a really, really good way of making the coins. It's like the live trading that we did last night. I spoke about it earlier. 190k in 90 minutes is pretty insane profit, along with other flips that we had going on, and we're going to do the same again tonight. With some of the other games which we have just over here. Like, you have the UCL games tonight. That's what we're going for. And then obviously you've got tomorrow night's live games as well, which are a lot of investments. So if you're in the Discord, you'll probably get notified on some of those. But don't forget, if you're new around here, guys, hit that sub button, hit the like button, leave a comment on the players that you've invested in, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.